budget means no fun? Well, let's fix that. My name's Monica, and I would like to be your financial therapist. I wrote a book available on Amazon in 2023 called Girls Just Want to Have Funds: 4 Steps to Financial Freedom. And I think that they're pretty simple steps that can change your life. The earlier you start, the better. But let's get into step 2. Do a budget, even if it scares you. Many of the people that I counsel say it scares them because the husband feels like he won't be able to golf, and the wife won't be able to buy new curtains or buy new shoes that month, and she's used to doing this. So we feel like a budget actually restricts, confines, and is a big fat no to everything that we want. And that's not the case. Their budgets don't take away your freedom, they give it back. We're going to say that they are fun because you put money in those funds of those things that are important to you. Now, it may not be as much money as what you were spending, but it will be money that I have my shoe fund, he has his golf fund, and that we're putting that money in those funds so that we can enjoy our life. We don't work for just nothing. A budget doesn't stop you from eating out. It actually helps you eat out without the guilt. Now, number 2, you're not bad with money, you just don't have a map. And so we don't get mad at GPS if it tells us to turn right. We're thankful for it. Your budget is your financial GPS. It prevents wrong turns, dead ends, and basically overspending and having that invisible noose around your neck that feels like you could cry at any minute. You don't really know why, but both people may be debiting out of the account and things are just not adding up, even though you might feel like you make good money. Number 3, you're spending money anyway, so you might as well know where it's going. I had one couple that were spending $700 a month eating out, and they were putting $150 a month in their retirement account. Now, they had 20 years or so before they were going to retire, but when they looked at that, and they do like to eat out, as evidenced by that, but nowadays, if you eat at nicer restaurants, $700 can happen quickly if you have a family. They like to eat out, but they didn't like it more than what they were funding their retirement. And so they decided, at least for a time, they were going to make some changes, and they were going to put more money in the retirement than they put in the eating out bucket. And that's a choice that you can make. You may decide, oh my goodness, I did not realize we were spending $500 a month eating out. We're going to still eat out. We're just going to make cheaper choices, at least for a while. We're going to do cheaper choices, and we're going to knock that money down, pay off some debt, and just get things in control. So you're spending it. You might as well tell it where to go. If you don't tell it where to go, your money will ghost you. It'll just be gone. So you might as well tell it and know where it's going. Most people are not really broke. They just feel like it, and they're just unaware of where their money's going. And they think it's normal, but it's totally not normal. Budgets don't cancel the fun. They fund the fun. So if you're telling your budget, I've got so much in these fun categories, you're funding your fun without having to put it on a credit card. This can be golf. This can be brunch. This can be travel. A budget makes room for your priorities on purpose. The goal is not to cut out the joy, it's to cut out the chaos. Budgeting is self-care, period. We talk about it, especially mothers. Like, what are you doing for self-care? I'm a mental health nurse practitioner, and I talk to a lot of people, and self-care is one of the things I personally struggle with. And then when I ask people that are totally stressed out, what are you doing for self-care? Are you walking? Are you getting some sunlight in your eyes? Are you getting some fresh breaths of air? Are you getting massages? Are you having your nails done? Something that I enjoy. What are you doing for self-care? It could just be learning, reading, relaxing. And many people, they are not doing anything for self-care. When you budget, it's a form of self-care. It reduces stress. It reduces arguments between significant others, because many times that's what ends up breaking up a family and a relationship, is because we're fighting over money. Neither one of us know where it's going, so we're going to blame the other person. It might be going to overdraft fees and panic, and you don't want any of that. So you don't want any of those things. And that's how a budget can reduce your stress. Knowing your numbers, even if you don't like where it's going, but you know where it's going, is part of knowing yourself. You're going to start with 1 month. I like paper. I like good old-fashioned paper as far as budgeting on, but there's many apps and different things that you can use to budget and to know where your money's going. And this will have to be redone for a while because there'll be things that pop up. Your nephew's birthday, then you have a niece that has a birthday and say, oh, I didn't put anything in the birthday fund. So there's infrequent expenses that'll pop up, and you'll need to revisit your budget and make sure you have some money going in those funds. I personally like an envelope system for those things that can go way up, like eating out, groceries, and household items. Sometimes you can spend a lot on those, but if you knew that you only had $80 until the next payday, it may make you make a different choice, like take out pizza, or we just eat something out at home, like cook frozen pizza. If it's scary, when you're talking about budget, it means that it matters. It's your cue that this is worth facing. You're not scared of budgeting. You're scared of what it will reveal, but that's exactly how you take control. So I'm going to close. I'm going to put in the comments if you do budget already or not, what type of a budget you use, good old-fashioned paper, or do you use an app? And don't run from these numbers. Run towards them, embrace them, and tell yourself, I'm getting a good control of what I know where my money's going. And I'm going to tell it where to go so it aligns with my values. If you like this, click subscribe, click like, share it with somebody that I may be able to help, a younger version of myself, or somebody that just never was taught and they're my age or older, but they need these easy little pieces of advice so they can get their finances in order. And click subscribe, because that's how I get the word out, and that's why I started this channel, was just to help other people do what I've already done. So if you like this, stay tuned for step number 3. Have a great day.